Hello and welcome. Angela Meiritz-Reid here, Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be making this card, which is for the Global Design Project this week. And I'm going to be using some gorgeous new products. They're available now to demonstrators, but they'll be out on the 1st of November for customers. And they're also going to be in the new mini catalogue coming next year. Which is hard to believe, isn't it, that 2023 is just around the corner. So all the products apart from those will be available at my online store and will be listed in the description box. And a PDF tutorial is also available via my blog, and a link to my blog will also be in the description box. So I'll just show you these gorgeous new sets. It's the Framed Florets Stamp Set and dies of the same name that coordinate with those. And for a limited time only, you can get this Framed and Festive Stamp Set and this gorgeous DSP too. And there are some swirls, but I don't have those as yet. So to start with, I've got a Night of Navy card base to coordinate with the DSP. And then I've got a strip of the pink, the polished pink, and then I've got a strip of this DSP. The other side is pretty too. Sometimes it's a shame, isn't it, when we adhere things. You have to decide which side you want. It's just going to be stuck right on there, and just leave a little strip at the top and the bottom. Slide that into place, and then that is just adhered straight on too. I love pink and navy together. I always think it looks so pretty. And I just want to pop that on there. Hopefully that's nice and straight. And then just set that aside to dry. And then the next thing I'm going to do is create all these gorgeous leaf dies here. So I've already die cut 3, so I just want to die cut 3 more. Just got my wee mini machine. That on there. I'm just going to run that through 3 times, and I tend to go backwards and forwards a couple of times with something like this. It's got some intricate little piece. I just find it cuts through a wee bit better. Just means they come out a little bit easier. Hopefully avoid tearing anything. You could, I'm not so worried, sometimes I don't mind if some of these, not those ones, take that out, but some of these ones stay in. I don't mind so much if a few fall out and a few stay in, but if you, couple of options, let's run it again a couple more times through, so they'll definitely pop out, or just use your, take your pick tool and poke them out. Want to be, I can sometimes I'm a little rough and ready, and I'm a little bit impatient and end up tearing. It's not worth it. It's worth taking the time, isn't it, just to get them out without damaging them. Sometimes they are a little bit fiddly. I might just come back and sort that out in a minute, and I think maybe even 3 times might just make that a little bit easier to pop out. Once it's in there and you're running it through, just one more time doesn't hurt. see if that pops out a little bit easier. I think it does, so just that third time just makes a little bit of a difference. Just see if I can get that out without damaging anything. Oh, that's good. And then take those little bits out from here. It's quite a good TV job if you've got a few to do. Right, and then I want to do the sentiment. Now it's quite close to the edge, so a couple of options. You can either stamp it and then die cut it, or just die cut it and then stamp it. Just depends which way you'd like to go. I quite often die cut first. Oops, I'm not going to this time. If it's a photopolymer stamp, so you can see straight through where it's going to go. Give that a good stamp up. It's beautiful, beautiful fonts on that. And as you know, I love a good font. So just run that through. So as I said, it's quite close to that. So get it as close as we can. The bow is going to come across the bottom, so it doesn't matter that there's more room at the bottom. The circle die is from the Stylish Shapes dies, which has lots of different shapes, which are really handy for different sentiments. And then now really it's just a matter of putting it together. So you want to, sometimes I find just popping a bit of the Stampin' Seal down, roll a bit on here, roughly where that's going to sit, just so you can pop these on and they'll just sit on there, and you can pull them off if that's not quite in the right place. And then one about sort of there, see that's there's sticking there, and then I might pop some more on after. So then I'll just pop it there to see, got a bit of an idea, and then tuck that one down there, one sort of in there. There's not, I'll just put a wee bit more of this on here, or you could put glue, so then you could move it around if you need to. And then one sort of out that way. More of that just to, or actually I just had a thought a glue dot would work quite well. Just pop one there, tuck that in about there, and that last one I'm going to tuck in, just check where I want that to go. So then I'm going to pop some dimensionals on this, and if I put plenty on, they're going to catch through onto that. And if they're, I think here this is going to poke out, so I'll just take that away. So what I might do is just pop a bit of tape just to make sure that they're not going to move. It's nothing worse than your card, things falling out of them once you've made them. Those backs off. See, you want that to sit about there. So that last one, just going to trim that off a bit. Pop a glue dot on the back of that, tuck that in about there. Right, and then I want to create the bow. So what I've done, I'll just bring that in so you can see, I've taken this ribbon and I've split it straight down the middle. Just creates a bigger looking bow and gives a bit more movement. And you don't have to worry about being too even, because that fine meshy bit in the middle won't notice once it's tied in a bow whether it's been cut evenly or not. Right, get to the end, and then I want to attach that with a glue dot, so I'm just going to put the glue dot down ready. And then with these pieces here, just join them together. And one way to do a bow I find quite easy is get a couple of loops like that and then just tie them into a knot. And pull tight, and then you've got a nice couple of loops, and then you can just fiddle around with them to get them nice and even. Quite often do this, and then I can pull them. Once you've got your loops, and then just try and pull evenly, and you'll get a nice couple of loops and your tails, and then just pop that onto there, and then just splay it out a little bit. Got a nice, yeah, that's quite a bit bigger than the other one, but it doesn't matter, you can make it smaller if you like. And then the last thing I'm going to do is with my polished pink Stampin' blends, I'm going to colour these clear basic rhinestones just with this instead, just gently so I don't damage the nib on here. I'm not sure if you can see that, I'll bring that up. So it's just given a really slight pink tinge to it. Just takes a little bit of the brightness and makes it a little bit more coordinating to the colours. And I'm just going to tuck a big one up there, and then a small one here, and just take this small one just down here. And that is my card. So fairly a quick and simple card, just the die cutting, which as I said, if you've got a good program on TV, it's quite a good TV job. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you again next week with next week's Global Design Project. Thanks again. Bye.